Summer of Sickness, July 1st, 2020. Suck your mum. Sorry about that little outburst, Squaddies Famius. I am just very excited to finally unveil Summer of Sickness. So, for those of you who don't know, this is something that I've been teasing on my Instagram stories and in my videos for the past month and a half now. But today is the day. Summer of Sickness, or SOS as it's fortunately abbreviated as, is an event that I'm doing on YouTube where I upload every single day for the month of July. So I initially concocted the Summer of Sickness on a coffee buzz, and I was just so full of optimism. Like, on closer inspection, one video every single day for the month of July proved to be too challenging, especially given the time frame and the current climate that we're in. Instead of completely copping out, I decided to do something a little bit more manageable. Instead of every single day, we're gonna do 3 videos a week. That's every Wednesday, every Friday, and every Sunday. So Summer of Sickness is still going ahead, but just a little bit less sick. Ignore me. That's the 1st to the 31st. The month of July is just going to be jam-packed with collaborations and content, but enough about the sickness. Today's video is going to be a very special edition of Sick Fits. This is a spin-off series that I'm kind of dubbing Deep Dive at the moment. It's a working title where I talk to other fashion YouTubers, influencers, like whatever title you want to put on them, go through their Instagram page and talk about the top 10 outfits on their pages. Today's special guest is Sangiev, and before the video we agreed to pick the top 5 outfits from his Instagram page, and today we're just going to talk about them. We don't know what each other picked, so it's going to be a very exciting episode full of surprise and wonder. Madness. Let's just jump into it.
Hello mate, hello. 1, 2, 3.
So we have Sanj on the line right now.
Hello people, how you doing?
Me and Sanj picked 5 of his favorite fits, so this is just gonna be like 10 to 15 minutes of me just like, wow, Sanj, like this is the best outfit.
This is basically me slobbering my own. Being like, oh my god, I'm such a fashion genius.
I'll give you the guest honors of presenting your first outfit.
I mean, if I was to be honest, I think a lot of the fits that I've chosen, there's definitely somewhat of a recency bias.
Yeah.
Because I've only picked the ones that are like, you know, fairly recent. I did try to scroll back. Let's start with what my idea of like a basic black outfit is. Because I know that I talk a lot about what is an all black outfit and why they're so basic and safe.
Yeah.
And this is somewhat of a take on this. So to break it down for ya, I've got the Raf Simons New York cropped jumper. Then underneath that I've got my like a black hoodie, a black t-shirt, black Rick Owens trousers, black boots, and a black hat from Balenciaga. This is my take on doing a black outfit. So when you're going all black, in my opinion, I think you should perhaps focus on either the cut of the garments and the whole entire outfit, or focus on like fabrics so that you do get that slight difference even though it's all black. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so like a difference in texture kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that usually gives it that pop of interesting factor that you wouldn't have otherwise because it's all black. I mean, I say all black, there is a big logo in the middle, but besides that.
What I quite like about this as well, from like a fashion point of view, it's one of those like, if you know, you know. It's like, oh, he's got the big like Raf Simons jumper on, the Balenciaga hat. But like, even from someone who's not necessarily fashion savvy can look at this outfit and be like, yo, like that's a sick outfit. I love how it flows. I love how it sits all together and pairs well. I'm a big fan of this.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
6,000 likes, you know. Okay.
Come on. Man was doing bits back then. I'm joking.
I'm going to pick this outfit.
I remember this. This is like way back. Hit me with your thoughts, kind sir.
Well, the first thing that I think of when I look at this outfit, classic Sick Fits phrase, by the way. Well, for me, it kind of looks like young Leo from like Romeo plus Juliet. Do you know what I mean? With the whole like big graphic short sleeve and the hair and the jewellery, like it all fits into that sort of like vintage aesthetic. I don't know if that's what you were going for, but it really has this like chic vintageness to it. What was the thought process behind this outfit in this ensemble, as they say?
In this ensemble, I really like this outfit just because again, it kind of plays on what we just said earlier. Like, if you remove the shirt, it's actually such a basic ass fit. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's just a black tank top, black trousers, black boots, but then that pop of print or colour on the shirt is kind of what just elevates the whole thing and makes it somewhat stand out-ish. I really like it. I think it's sick. I love the cuts on the things, like the shirt is quite cropped. The trousers are also cut really nicely so that they sit on the boot nicely. This is like a typical, for me anyway, a typical LA fit. Like it's super easy, laid back, easy to throw on as well and get out of the house, which I like. Let's go for this, which is a bit more of a recent take on what I would wear to LA,
nice.
or what I did wear in LA.
I think I've actually got this in my saved photos, not gonna lie. Just for like mood board purposes, it's in there. You're too humble with your influence, I'll be honest with you.
Okay, so the reason why I picked out this outfit, I just love the colours, bro. I think the colours are so much fun. You've got a green hat from Rude, you've got this vintage yellow shirt, you've got these vintage Levi's jeans, then you've got this red bag from Gucci, and then you've got these black boots. Now, ideally, I'm not gonna lie to you, in an ideal world, I would have loved to have paired this outfit with some brown boots. Let me just pull them up to the camera. I mean, they're very similar in cut. In fact, they're the exact same cut. These are called the Diegos. They're from a brand called From the First, but this brown boot that I'm showing to the camera, which you can't see, Ken, would look absolutely amazing in this outfit, would make it better. But at the time, I only had black boots, plus I was in LA, so I'm not gonna bring everything that I own there. Yeah, I think it's super playful. I love the shape, I love the whole silhouette. It goes well with the vibe of the location as well. And yeah, I just love the colours. I think the colours are sick in this.
See, when was this taken? Like, how long ago was your trip to LA?
I think this was like a recent one. So this was when I went there in early Feb. Either early Feb or late Jan.
It's got like a very Americana type vibe to it.
For sure.
That makes sense.
Sure. Vintage is a big vibe in this outfit, I think, because the only sort of heavily branded item is the hat, and even that is inspired by like a vintage Honda logo that Rude sort of took inspiration from. So the whole thing has this somewhat vintage vibe to it.
Really big fan of this outfit. I love the whole Americana type look in general. It's something that I'm personally trying to pursue. Oh yeah, the thing I was gonna say before I completely lost track was, do you agree that we're living in a post-sneaker world, or that we're about to sort of embark in the next era of footwear?
I don't know if it's as prominent as people make it out to be. I just think sneakers are forever going to be a thing. Do you know what I mean? They're never going to completely die out. I think what's cool that people are open to more styles and open to more silhouettes as of recently. I think people just in the last 5 years have been a lot more daring with their footwear. Think back to a time when Kanye West wore Chelsea boots. And, you know, for people like us that sort of grew up in the UK, we had this I don't know why I said that so weird, this mod punk sort of rocker aesthetic that is very common here in the UK. We saw boots and Chelsea boots all the time. Do you know what I mean? Whereas to an American audience, their first take on Chelsea boots, unless they listened to a lot of, you know, rock and roll and that sort of music, was through Kanye and through the likes of Pharrell. I think he also wore a couple of Chelsea boots. So if you think back to the people that are diehard Jordan heads or sneakerheads that then went into boots, that's been an amazing thing. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about in the last 5 years.
Should we move on to the next outfit?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I quite like this one as the next one to talk about.
Okay, sick.
So
interesting.
The first thing that popped out obviously was this scarf and sort of the green, is that quilt?
What, the scarf? Or
No,
you mean the jacket? Yeah, the jacket is like a green sort of quilt, yeah. The scarf is from Story MFG, which is a designing duo based out in England. They make these incredible garments, often dyed in such an intricate and beautiful manner. And the jacket is from Craig Green, the jumper is from Colette Hyatt, and the trousers are from Plissé Issey Miyake.
So that whole combination, something that's quite unusual if we want to talk about like fashion norms, you pull this off really, really well. As something as daring as the scarf is, you make it naturally work. It's like, oh, it's meant to be here.
I see what you mean, as in making it look somewhat effortless.
It's natural, I wear this every day.
Right, thank you, man.
What are you looking at? You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
I like outfits that are different and unique and just have their own personality and character. And when you look at this outfit in general, it's like, oh, that's mad, that's different. That's kind of spun my thoughts on fashion a little bit, do you know what I mean?
Right, amazing. Sick. It's surprising that you picked this because this was one that barely even made the feed, to be honest with you. Don't get me wrong, I like the bit that you picked out basically, and the bit that you focused on was the bits that I liked. So I loved the jacket and the scarf. Now, looking back, obviously I can nitpick and I probably would have worn a different sweater. I just wanted something that was plain because, like you said, the scarf is quite loud as it is. Plus you've got a vibrant green jacket, so then to throw a print underneath, can be a bit like, well, just chill out a bit. And I think if you swipe to the second picture, I don't know if you'll be able to see jumper as much. When I threw the scarf on with the jacket at first, I didn't know if it would work. But to my surprise, I thought they looked quite cool. And I actually think that if a jacket was to be made with these exact colors and that print, it would work. Maybe that's a personal thing here.
It kind of reminds me of the ambush grandma knit. Have you ever seen that?
I don't believe I have, no.
I don't know like the history behind it. I just found it on someone's Animal Crossing thing that they made it into like a custom design print on there. But yeah, so this is what they referenced basically, and it kind of reminds me of the scarf that you're wearing in a way.
Oh, okay, cool. Just like the flower elements to it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that's the first thing I thought of when I saw it. I was like, oh wow. All right, should we move on to the next one?
Okay, now I'm going to include, I've cheated a little bit just because I'm including two pictures with two different fits, but it's centered around the same piece, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So I figured I can kind of throw them together. And the reason why I even threw on the first picture, which, have you seen it?
Yes.
Is because otherwise, I'm not wearing any trainers in any of my pictures. And I'm like, in any of my selection, I'm like, but I do like trainers. I am obviously a massive advocate of boots. But like, I do like my sneakers. And so, outfit number one is obviously centered around a Prada shirt. You've got this amazing navy, almost sort of semi-flared trousers. You've got the Prada Cloud Bar sneakers, and you've got this Prada bucket hat. Now, granted, this was meant to be this one wasn't paid, but with it anyway. Like, almost part of a paid post. But I sort of like the idea of taking Prada and putting it through the years. So you've got this old shirt. The shirt from 2016. The shoes were from 2018. The bucket hat has obviously been a thing that is very prominent with Prada throughout the years, but they sort of had a surge when they brought that back.
Yeah. And
so I kind of just wanted to play around with that theme. And then the second outfit is genuinely one of my go-to uniforms, and this kind of goes back to that outfit that you picked out whilst I was in LA.
Yeah.
It's a more colourful take on that. Jeans, black boots, shirt, done. Like nothing else. It's super easy to throw on and get the out of the house, and that's genuinely how I feel when I'm in LA. I don't want to be in the house too much. I want to go out, see some friends, and so having outfits like that are super easy to pair and go is my go-to. And there's little tweaks here and there which makes it a bit more than just a basic outfit, like the turn up on the jeans, like the buttons being undone, obviously the jewelry and all that. You can pick the one you want to talk about. Let's have it that way. I'm going to give you two. You pick the one that we want to talk about.
Let's talk about the second outfit.
Okay.
I think the second outfit's the one I'm more drawn to. I kind of like the way that you've deconstructed, I don't know if it's the right word, but you kind of deconstructed the shirt to make it work for you. Do you know what I mean? In the first outfit, it's like you've unbuttoned the sleeves, you've unbuttoned like bits of the shirt, but I think in the second picture you've really made it your own kind of thing. Like,
gotcha. Okay.
Like the Prada shirt can probably be only styled in a few ways, but you've really done it in a very unique way, if that makes sense. Like you've really, you've turned it into yeah, of course this is a Sangiev outfit. I mean, like, look what he's done.
Sick.
Do you know what I mean? So you've definitely added your signature elements to the shirt, which I think is really hard for people to do, but you've made it work and you've made it your own more than anything.
I know that I say this without sometimes thinking, and I know that it's not basic to others. To me, this is what like a basic outfit is.
Yeah.
Not so much about the pieces, but like with regards to it just being a shirt, jeans, boots.
I don't know how to finish this. I just be like, a sick outfit, thanks for sending in your fit. What? He's wearing another t-shirt? What's going on? So I have to cut this video in half just because otherwise this would have been a half-hour video. Normally I like to cut out a lot of the fluff when it comes to these kinds of sick fits type videos, but I decided to keep a lot of it in just because me and Sanj had a lot to say and I thought it was really valuable information. So that's gonna have to be it for part one, but don't you worry fam, you're not gonna have to wait that long because part two is coming tomorrow. That's right, it's coming tomorrow, so you don't have to wait too long. In the meantime, let me know in the comment section down below which one of these outfits was your favorite. It's really hard for me to choose because Sanj has some really strong fits. It would help me out a lot if you could leave a little like on this or a little little dislike. Also, Summer of Sick, I'm doing a brand new video every single day. So if you want to support me and the channel, then press the little subscribe button and the little bell notification if you want to get notified when I upload a new video, which should be every single day. Did I mention it was every day? Thank you guys for watching part 1. I will see you
on Friday.
Bye.